everyone, welcome to Creative Stampin' Designs. My name is Karen and I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Central New Jersey, and we are going to make a card today. I kind of made it a simple one for today. How's everyone doing? We're having a bit of a gloomy, rainy day here. When you hop on, just say hi and where you're from. I am going to get started. We are going to use the Cup of Tea bundle today. I did some pre-cutting. I did a little bit of this stuff ahead of time because I know the one part is going to take a little while to show you. All right, I just have a couple reminders. The buy one, get one free. Hi, Jamie. Thanks for joining. Buy one, get one free kits. That is only good until next Thursday. It expires. So, not free. I'm sorry. Buy one, get one 50% off. That promotion goes until next Thursday, June 30th. It's a great deal, especially if you like doing the kits. It's a really great deal. The other thing is the last chance items. That is only on until next Thursday. And once those items are gone, that's it. Next Friday, the new July to December 2022 mini catalog starts, along with the Celebration. And anybody that's not familiar with Celebration, for every $50 order, you get to pick items from the Celebration catalog. And I can't show you what they are. There's 3 different levels. There's the $50 level, there is a $100 level, and then there's a $300 level. So if you have a party, there's a set that you can get for $300 level. And that starts on Friday. And the other thing is I am doing a designer series paper share. Hi Pamela, thank you for joining. I'm doing a designer series paper share from the July to December 2022 mini catalog. Paper share, you get a sample of all the different DSPs. You get like a 6x6 sample, so it's enough to make a card with. And then it's a great way to see all the different DSPs, and if you really like them, then you buy the full pack. Hi Rosie, thanks for joining. Hi Beth, thank you for joining. And that is through me. You would have to just email me at creativestampingdesigns@gmail.com. The deadline to sign up for that is next Tuesday, the 28th. All right, we are going to get started. And like I said, I did some of the prepping ahead of time. I honestly wasn't even sure if I was going live today. I've got a sick puppy here, so I wasn't sure what I was doing. Okay, we're starting with a piece of designer series paper this time. Hi Gloria, thanks for joining. Hi Tara, thank you for joining. I have a piece of DSP which is 3 inches by 6 inches, and I'm going to start by scoring this. Okay, I am doing the Drapery fold card. Okay, now because it is a directional, I'm flipping it upside down to score it. So our first score line is at 2 inches and 2 1/4. Like I said, I wanted to do something easy today because I wasn't sure. 2 1/4, 3, 3 1/4, 4, 4 1/4, and 5 and 5 1/4. Make sure that is 6. Yeah, okay. Okay, now we're going to turn it back the normal way. And I still need my cutter. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make a little pencil mark from, now this is with the paper facing in the direction you're going to go. So on the right side, you're going to come down 1.5 inches. So I'm just going to make a little pencil mark. I could use my grid paper, but okay, whoops. So I don't know if you can see it or not, but there's just a little tiny pencil mark right there. And we are going to cut from that pencil mark to the 2 1/4 inch score line. So this score line here. Okay. And we're just going to, actually it's not the 2 1/4 inch score line. I'm sorry. It's, when you're looking at it this way, it's the second score line over. Sorry. Didn't mean to get confusing on you. All right. And we're going to fold this. So all the 1/4 inch ones are going to be mountain folds. So the 5 1/4, 4 1/4, 3 1/4, and 2 1/4. And then the other ones are going to be valley folds. So the 2 inch, gotta see where it is. The 3, the 4, and the 5. So then when it goes together pretty easy. There you go. And that is our drapery fold. And we're going to just give it a little burnish. I think only one time I've done this fold and everything lined up. I guess it depends on the paper. Now, what I'm going to do, because I have found that this is more than 4 inches. If I kept my card at 4 1/4, we would have been fine, but I have the matte part and it's 4 inches. So I have to put this in, and we're just going to trim off 1/4. Something a little crooked here. Hold on. Why I'm not straight. It's straight when I go that way. All right, well, I'm not quite sure what's going on here. So we're going to cut off just a little bit so we can have this at. This is going to drive me crazy. Now I scored everything even. Hang on 1 minute. I'm going to see if I have another piece of this, because something's not right with this. I'm not sure what it is. Make sure this is 3 by 6. I'm going to real quickly go through and score it again. I don't know, maybe the paper moved when I went through, but it's not lining up, which means when I go to put it on my card, it's going to be crooked, and it's really going to drive me crazy. Some of you know I do not like crooked, though I've been doing a little bit more crooked things. Okay. I'm going to use the grid paper this time. And I'm just going to mark it at 1.5 inches. Sorry about that. Gotta see where I marked it so lightly I can't see it. Right there. Okay. 1.5 inches, and we're going to cut again to the second score line. All right, let's try this one more time. Now it looks straight. We're going to try one more time with cutting it. flip it upside down, and I'm going to cut it. Yep, now it's straight. I'm not going to even ask any questions. It came out to 4 inches this time. And last time it didn't do that for me. All right, we're just going to go with this. So that's the bottom piece, that's the top piece, and we're putting it on a piece of fresh freesia. And I am using the new Twigs and Sprigs embossing folder. And I'm only going to emboss the bottom, and I mainly want to get this area, which is where the part you're going to see. Okay, so I'm just going to make sure that's in there. I'm just going to emboss this real quick. So I'll be right back. Hope everybody's having a good day. I did not even realize, I don't know why, that we're at the end of June already. Okay, so you can see. Now there is a die cut that goes with this that cuts all these out. I haven't even played with that part yet. Right now I'm just playing with this. We are going to adhere. I'm using liquid glue. I'm not. We're just going to adhere this piece to the top. And again, got to make sure with directionals. So that's going to go to the top part like that. And before I glue this down, I want to make sure. Every time I've done this, I've had to trim it. I honestly do not know why I don't have to trim it today. And it kind of scares me a little. All right, what I'm going to do is I'm putting a piece of tear and tape on this. Hi Val, thanks for joining. I'm trying to look up at comments, but I'm so frustrated right now that my paper didn't. All right, I'm just putting a piece of tear and tape across this. I found the tear and tape is a little bit easier, although it does curl. It's okay, it'll go flat once it goes on the card. But I found that the tear and tape, instead of messing with the glue, so we're just going to line this up because I want the same border on the side and the bottom. And while I'm doing one of the other things, I'm going to let you guys decide something for me. I cannot believe this worked out. All right. So the other thing I'm going to do, actually I don't have, this is holding down. I don't get it. This is working for me today. All right, so my choice today, I was going to put, we have an Orchid Oasis card base. I guess I forgot that part, which is 4 1/4 by 11, scored at 5 1/2. So this is going to go on this. So my choice was either put a thin ribbon of the Orchid Oasis. I mean, I guess I can double it, or a piece of, that piece was already cut, a piece of the fresh freesia. So you tell me which one you think would look better. In the meantime, I did one thing ahead of time, the other I do have to cut. I'm going to cut the teacup from a panel of fresh freesia. All right, let's see. Val said the orchid. Rosie said the orchid. Barbara the orchid. Okay, it looks like it's orchid. Orchid Oasis is I think my favorite of these in colors. And I didn't notice, Rosie, you didn't say anything, but my nails match perfect today. Okay, so my fresh freesia can go on the side. Get that out of the way for right now. All right, so I cut fresh freesia, and I lost the other piece. Oh, here it is. I cut this ahead of time because of all the little pieces to take out. I did not want to do that live. I cut the detailed cup from a panel of a piece of the 2022 to 2024 in color glimmer paper. The one thing I have to tell you I really like about the Stampin' Up! Glimmer paper is it's not on my hands. I don't know about you, but I hate glittery cards that ends up on my hands. All right, and I did use a adhesive sheet because, again, it would have been a mess with all the little dots of glue having to do that live. But like I said, I did cut this ahead of time because I've done this before, so I know all those little pieces. And the glimmer paper, it took me a couple times going through my cutter for some reason. There, so there's a little teacup. All right, and then I'm going to cut a little tea tag, and we're going to stamp the tag part with fresh freesia, and then I'm going to stamp the sentiment inside the tag with Orchid Oasis. And it's okay that I went crooked on there. I'm cutting it out. And if I cut it crooked, well, then I have to cut another one. And I'm stamping it with It's Time for Tea. Now, this part I do have to get straight. So I am pulling it a little closer. Okay. All right, I'm just going to cut this real quick. I guess it's okay. It's questionable. All right, now this is going to drive me crazy. I cut a lemon wedge ahead of time, but I have lost my lemon wedge, and it's really going to drive me crazy. It might show up while I'm working on it. I may have mixed it in with something. You know what? I'm going to do another one real quick so you could see how I did my lemon wedge. And there it is. Okay. So I took my So Saffron marker, Stampin' Blends, and I just colored that, a piece of white paper. And then I'm going to take, now I have to cut it again. I'm going to cut the insert with that I just dropped. This is not my day here. I'm going to cut the insert with that, and the outside, the rind, with a panel of, just a little piece of the So Saffron paper. So even though it's the same color, the colored piece is a little bit lighter, and that kind of, to me, was the inside of a lemon. So that should be all the cutting. I had my lemon all put together. Okay, so let's get this together real quick while so it has have a second to dry. And my lemon wedge all cut and glued together, ready to go. Guaranteed, as soon as I'm done, I will find it. All right, let's give that a second to dry while I put everything together. I don't want to lose it now. All right, we're going to take the Orchid Oasis. I'm just going to cut a little strip of it. And we're just going to put it right on the seam. That's the hardest part. Just like that. And I'm going to take a little Stampin' Seal on the back. do it on both sides. And actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap it around from this way so I can make sure it stays right on that seam. Just like that. And then we'll cut off the extra because we don't need all that extra in the back. And then we're going to put the teacup anyway, so hopefully it'll hold. All right, let's get some Stampin' dimensionals on the back of this so we can get this on the card base. Anybody able to take advantage of the free shipping yesterday? I got my order in. I waited, but I got it in last night. Oops. And I took advantage. I stocked up on all kind of cardstock, and because I'm always running out of my cardstocks. Get these all off. I think I got them all off. And we're going to adhere this to, make sure they're all off, to the card base. Just like that. Let's fix that. Okay. And we are going to put the teacup. Actually, before we put the teacup, I guess I have to put my tea tag. There it is. Okay. And this piece is extra long again. I wanted to make sure I had a big enough piece because I figured I can always cut it. So we're going to take that, and I'm just going to, and I'm doing this because this is what I do with my tea bag when I have a cup of tea. I always put the tea bag through the handle. And like I said, I know this is a very large piece, so, but I'd rather it too big and have to cut it than too small and have to go search for more baker's twine. Okay, let's just get some dimensionals on this. And I'm going to put one right there overlapping the string just a little. Even though it's on with Stampin' Seal, I like to make sure it's going to stay. We're going to do the same thing here. Just overlap it just that little bit. Excuse me. And we're just going to put this right there at the top. And then this we're going to just overlap just a little bit. Just like that. And my lemon wedge that I did not lose this time. We will put a couple more dimensionals on it. And now I'm going through a lot of dimensionals today. Oops. A little bit larger than what I needed. And we're just going to put the wedge right on the side. And this will hold the ribbon in place. Just like that. And that's our card front. And then I'm going to do the inside. I did stamp the cup already. And I stamped the cup because I figured then it can dry before I color it. And I'm going to stamp the inside take care of yourself. Sorry, dropping everything here. Make sure I have this. Hopefully it's nice and straight. And the one thing I did forget is I wanted to add a couple of, where's my tweezers? I have a mess here, and I'm not normally a messy stamper. Oh, there's the tweezers. Okay, we're going to add just a couple of the Orchid Oasis. The little matte dots. There we go. All right, I'm going to give this a quick color. Do the envelope and we'll be done. And I'm using the light Orchid Oasis Stampin' Blends marker. Puppy's over here. She's in the same room with me and she's snoring. We have to keep her blocked. She has been having seizures. She started all day Monday. She was having seizures. I went out of the lines. I had to take her to the animal hospital. So she's medicated, but she cannot really walk right now. But she's eating, she's drinking. All right, I want to show you real quick. If you go out of the lines with the marker, we have this awesome color lifter that just lifts the color right out. So anyway, so they put her on different meds. So she's eating, she's drinking. She just can't walk. She's kind of like a drunken sailor right now. I have to walk around the backyard with her. I have to walk right next to her so she can use me as a bumper because she can't really... I have a little bit of a hill in my backyard, so she's got gravity against her, and she goes sidestepping down the hill, and she's just... Today actually is better than yesterday. Yesterday, she was, every time she tried to come in, a couple of my flower pots almost came off the steps because she's wobbly. And her head is tilted. She's not having a good week, the poor thing. I've actually been sleeping downstairs in the living room with her because she's supposed to stay off the steps. It's okay for the 2 steps going in and out of my house, but to go all the way upstairs, there's a really good chance she can fall. So right now we're just keeping her very comfortable. But she has not stopped the eating bit. She hears somebody with food and her head pops up and she's right there. Dinner time, she's right in the kitchen. I had to put we have hardwood floors and ceramic tile. So I had to put, some throw rugs down that have grip on the bottom so that she doesn't slide. Her feet keep going from under her. Okay, I'm adhering this to a Fresh Freesia mat, and then we're going to put it inside the card. I just found my lemon. Oh boy. All right. So that's the card. The envelope, I already stamped and colored the teacup. I'm just going to Put the DSP on the envelope flap because we never have a naked envelope. Even when the ladies come to my class, I have the DSP all cut and ready for them. Okay. Oh, Lord, what a mess I have here. Just quick trim. All right, so there we have it. A little drapery fold card. And you can put like glue dots underneath just to secure it down. Right? There you go, with the matching envelope. All right. I hope you liked it and you'll give it a try. If you do make this, all the directions, measurements, everything will be on my blog on Friday, creativestampindesigns.com. And it will be, I will have it posted on my Facebook page on Friday morning. Everything goes live around 8 o'clock. If you make this card, just post a picture of your card in the comments below mine. Because I love to see what everybody does with it. Don't forget, if you are interested in my paper share, it ends on Tuesday. Just send me an email, let me know you want to join in, and I will send you a PayPal invoice, but you do not need to have PayPal in order to pay. You can use a credit card. All right? If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me at creativestampindesigns@gmail.com. If you are new watching me and you do not have a catalog and you would like one, again, drop me a note. I'd be more than happy to get one in the mail to you. All right? Thanks everyone for joining, and I hope to see you back here next week. I will go back and look at all the comments. I could not look up. Once I messed up that first part, it threw me off looking up at comments at all. All right? Have a great night and a great week, everybody, and I hope to see you next week. Bye-bye.